Now, morning everybody. I thought today I'd give you a look at the garden, the whole garden, inside, outside, because it's better than what I expected. So my name is Tony Smith, and this is my garden. Yes, and like I say, it's, I don't like hedge me bets, but I'm having a good year, I think. I've had a few knockbacks and a few like little hiccups, and I've got one little fly in the ointment on a rather perfect allotment. It's like fate, you know what I mean? But I'll show you. We're starting at a different place. This is where I kind of normally walk in, and I've had some, just there, some strawberries. Had some great strawberries already. Now this was the first batch. And I'm moving on. It's the way it's kind of set out, you know, at different stages at different parts of the season, different strawberries. But this year I'm going to take all them out once they're finished and restock them with new ones. Now this is what I call the big nasty bed, and my sunflower, and even my outdoor tomatoes, they're good. I'm just letting these go, but I'm actually still feeding them as well. But look at the size of these sunflowers. It must be some good feed in there, you know, like, because I have got other ones that say aren't as pretty. Now actually I moved that one, that's why it's looking a little bit thing. But anyways, you know, the Cosmo flowers are all coming on. Like I said, my tomatoes are coming. I'm happy anything with that bed. It's a cracking. I'll give that a 10 out of 10 for that bed. Moving on, cauliflowers. Every one. We've had some great cauliflowers. I mean, to be honest, I'm going to pick that one today and get it, you know, but and I sowed these a little bit earlier, thanks to the old boy, Steve. He gave her like a little tip to plant cauliflowers, and I think it was a lot earlier than what I would have normally done, but mine wouldn't normally bolt and everything, so I was chuffed a bit with that. The Cavarel Nero, it's just sitting there. Actually, it's looking lovely now, to be honest. I thought I was going to be a little bit suspect with it, but everything's looking good there. I'm not touching it yet. I don't want to, you know, we've got other things to munch on with, but they're all good. This is a bed of Celeriac and the banana shallots. I mean, I've got banana shallots all over the place now, but yeah, these are good, and I do look after them and water them. Odd weed there, mine, but they are looking all right. I'm happy with them. Time will tell, though. Time will tell. Rhubarb, we've had some lovely rhubarb pickings this year as well. That's great. I did mention that there is 2 crowns in there, but the little crown's always been a little bit weaker, but this one crown in here, I mean, it's hard. I don't know if you can see. It's hard. They're lovely, chunky stems and everything. Great product. I got them from Direct Plants. Them ones. So this is me beetroot and my spring onions in this bed, and we're just about. Well, we are now eating this spring onion. You can see through there. There's a gap. We are taking them spring onions there now. This beetroot's not be long. I did it multi-sowed, and if I just get in there, you know, they're coming along. Can you see that? So that won't be long before I'm picking. And like I say, things are really good. You know, sometimes you have lucky breaks. A bed of, and again, this is a fine example. These are the banana shallots. And yes, you can, a couple of weeds as well. I can grow weeds, no problem at all. But they've perked up. They were a late germination. But hopefully I'll get some sort of banana shallot from them. And as you can see, I've got, you know, sunflowers now dotted all over. They're all over. But those 3 up there are just, you know, like, there must be some good stuff in that bed. I mean, that's a nice one. But then I've got a little dingy one there, you know, so I can forgive that one. These are my onions, interlaced with a next batch of, can you see, I was working on it, I just couldn't be bothered taking to the actual compost bin. Interlaced with some I think it's Romania Kos lettuce as well. So that's the next lot of lettuce that's coming up. These are Stuttgart onions, and they're bulbing up nicely, you know, they're all looking good. I don't think, I might have had one that ran to seed, but all these are sets as well. But white onions I seem to get away with without running to seed, or you know, but and these ones are sturgeon onions as well, again mixed with the next batch of the lettuces as well. This lettuce bed is doing great. I mean, I planted a few, I'll be honest, I can't get through them all, but I'm trying, we're trying our best, you know, you can see kind of. And I wanted this bed actually to be, you know, what, like a just pick and like a leaf, you know what I mean, but it's wee easy just to like pull the planters. We've got that many at the minute, and I love that, to be honest. I'm quite happy just pulling the plants. But as you can see, I'm just kind of in that one. Yesterday, that was it. Snapped it out. There's loads, you know what I mean? I've got lettuce over there as well. And there's lettuce in here, but these are actually finishing. I've used all them big, these were Kos ones as well, but these particular ones are the Freckles ones. And they're looking a bit tired and a bit old. That one's probably a nice one to pick. But apart from that, the rest will probably just go on the compost heap, tidy the bed up, and then they've got the red onions in there, which again, these were from seed, bought in, but they haven't bolted, they haven't ran to seed, so I just might get some red onions. That's what I'm saying. It's a good year. We're having a good time. We have some more banana shallots in there. I mean, haven't got bulbs or anything like that yet, but they're all a nice green colour, so we'll see. Now these are just some different types of cabbage there. I forget, probably Copenhagen, I think. I did sow some beetroot seeds in there. They haven't germinated yet, so the jury's still out on that. But hopefully, you know, it was only like a week ago, I suppose, but potatoes all looking fine. I've had flowers on, but we haven't kind of delved in yet, and you know, I haven't had a picking from there yet, so we'll wait and see. Cabbages, look at them, man. I think these are the Durham early ones. You can see, can you see? They're hearting up, lovely, you know what I mean? Every one. Stephen, every one's hearting up. Yeah, so, look at this bed. They have been tremendous. These were Marathon, I think they were, Calabrese, and we have had picking after picking. Each one has had the head cut off, and then the side shoots have been coming as well. And that has been tremendous. That's the first time in a long time I've had such a good cropping of Calabrese. Normally it runs to seed and everything like that, and actually that bed now is ready to kind of be not dismantled, but like pulled up, ready for like the next lot of seeds that I've got germinating. Germinating already in the polytunnel. So that'll be a new bed filled with produce. Sweet corn is looking fantastic, lovely and lush and green. I didn't get round to putting the netting on, but there were, you know, it is quite deep, that bed, so that when the wind protection, I'm hoping it's already happened and they're now established before the wind gets them. So we'll see, but as they stand at the moment, they're in tip-top condition. This is another bed that's going to be kind of finished soon and like put away, ready for the next lot of crops. These are my broad beans. We've had some broad beans out of there. Last year I did that, you know, where you kind of shell the actual beans as well, and that just took forever and it wasn't worth it. This year it didn't give us the flavour that I remember from, you know, like grandma cooking. So this year we've just had like the beans on and just like steamed them, and it's been absolutely lovely, you know what I mean? It's like a favourite veg. I don't think it's a favourite veg when you're a child, but when you're an adult, broad beans are lovely. Now we've had one of these cabbages as well. I'm not sure what these ones are, but again, they're firming up lovely, Stephen. All looking good, yes. We had one last night, you can see there, just left it there. This is why we're having a good year. There is still one, there is one fly in the ointment. If you just stay till the end there, I'll show you the fly in the ointment. But I'm getting germination from the carrot strip. Can you see there? So, I mean, I'm just trying to think, this is probably the worst one. And I've watered and watered. But there's the odd one, like missed, you know, there's a foot length there. But we'll see how that comes on. Do you know what I mean? It would have been lovely if they'd just germinated like that, you know, like a full row. But there might be enough there to get some meals for probably a month or so, to be honest. Again, look, it's like salad, just rampant with salad. It's kind of coming to its end, and I never got really the best pickings from this, but I certainly am coming back and picking. You know what I mean? We're kind of delving into these different reds at the moment as well. More banana shallots. Look at these, man. Do you mean and I'm loving it. Orchid as well. Just show you there. Can you see? Yes, that's why it's a good. Oh, got the first. Now this is a lemon variety sent over from Audrey. So there's my first sunflower for, you know, like just a little bit of Ukrainian love going out there. Dwarf beans are going great. Dwarf beans, leeks, they're all. It's been broad beans, they're climbing up. They're actually climbers this year. If you remember, I built that whole bloody frame last year and I got my seeds mixed up and I planted dwarf beans there, so the whole never got used. So, yes. Oh, don't forget, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Don't forget, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. That would be fun. That's all I'm saying. No more, no more. Right. No, this is doing good in here as well. Look at these, man. It's like a bloody jungle. So these were, let me just get, hopefully you can see it doesn't go too dark. These were those Brad's Atomics that were knocked by me, really, just failing to be like a decent gardener. And they're great, you know what I mean? We're getting the Brads are coming there now. And they're looking great, to be honest. They're up to me. They're up to me gut, you know what I mean? But what I'm liking is they are a fickle thing to grow, you know what I mean? But I'm seeming to be doing all right with them. And like I say, all the tomatoes are going great guns, you know. Yes, I'm doing like a really intensive feed this year, but basil along the road, even I've got, you know, tajits along the back there and marigolds. They're all. It's all working. Normally, some things will dry out. I never get the water and things like that, but it's good. Now, cucumbers, we've had about 6 cucumbers off them plants at the moment. It's all happening there. I'm happy with there. Nothing's went wrong there. I have got an aubergine there. Now, there's no flowers yet, but I'm just biding me time. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... possibly 6, 7, 8 plants have all been side cuttings, which I took that little tip from Steve just to kind of try it. And you know, they're a couple of foot tall there now. They're just looking great. These are those crazy cherry Barry's crazy cherry tomatoes. Now look at these trusses. You know what I mean? If these come, so these would be fantastic. And it's the one thing is, man, there's like. They're a messy plant, you know, like say a crazy they're a crazy plant to grow. They just go all over the place, so they're quite hard to tame. What have I got here? And me chilies. By God, I've even got chilies, man. Now I failed a number of times in the years to come, and last year I kind of had some reapers and it was a disaster, to be honest. Yeah, I got one plant, but we've got 6 Hungarian hot wax. Then these are a grafted, I forget the actual term for them, but you can see now we've got chilies on, lots of chilies. And then there you go, the next set of things to go. Lots of salad. I've got some spring onions which haven't come yet. That's some chard. I've got pulsane, I think it's called. It's actually just one come there. This is using Audrey's method of what do you call it, capillary matting. I've got some Tokyo, some spring onions there which haven't germinated yet, but they always seem to be last to go. We've got, what else have I got? I've got all sorts, to be honest. Sprouting broccoli. This is going to be planted out, you know, like, now's the time to think about your sprouting broccoli to get it sown for next year's hungry gap. So that's what I've got there. These were just the little tester chilies, and I'm hoping they'll come through and I'll get some chilies. They were just testing like a heat mat in my hut, and they're looking healthy and they're looking great. They were really sown late, and like I say, they weren't intended to like do anything, but I don't like to throw things out. Do you know what I mean? But again, all my little, oh, I did have, that was the thing, I did have, I'll tell a lie, my cilantro, what do you call, coriander, all bolted and ran to seed. That was another little fly in the ointment. I've still got to show you me fly in the ointment, and it's annoying us, to be honest. But look, I see that cucumber there. That's ready to come off, to be honest. I can take that one. I've cut my thumb. Look at, can you see? Cut me. It actually took a bloody chunk of my thumb. So things are still a little bit. I'll come back to that because it's hurting us. So it's just warm in there. So at the moment, I haven't been this, shall we say the word happy, in the garden for a while. Yes, it's been, things are working, things are germinating now. Let me show you now the one fly, you know, in an ointment, and it's these carrots, to be honest. And it's not that the carrots aren't growing, it's just, it must have been a bit like this bed. Remember I had them, these are the parsnips, and I had like loads of weeds in. Now I managed to, and it took us ages to get in there and get them weeded, and you can see they're still sprouting away again, but I can tell now what's the parsnips. So we've got parsnips in there. I'm quite pleased. These were my first round of carrots, and like I say, this is the ointment I just can't keep for some reason. It must have been like a batch of terrible like compost that just had loads of seeds in, but I try weeding it, and you can see I'm ending up that whole section along there. There's no carrots. There's one carrot there. I'm losing the carrots as I'm trying to thin them out. I mean, it's hardly a carrot in that one there. So whatever compost I kind of brought from the compost bin must have had way loads of seeds in, and it's just like you put them on the top, and I've been, like I say, mothering them and watering, and it's just been the ideal conditions for weeds. Just, and it is, do you know what I mean? We're kind of growing weeds. It's like everything's great, even the weeds. So that's the way to kind of look at it. But especially on this bed, it's taking its toll on us, and I'll probably get a few, you know, because I try and, like, you know, thin out stuff like that. You can see I've been thinning out this, but they just keep growing, and I end up pulling a carrot, or the carrots come out with the weeds, and I'm going to actually put that down to a loss, to be honest. If I get a carrot out of there, I'll be lucky. But did I show you this? Yeah. So all in all, we're having a bloody good season at the moment. I'm having more wins than losses, and that's lovely, to be honest. I'm really pleased. Whether this will last, but as of now, she's a good year. Look after yourselves. Take good care.